Okay, let's have a look at the sections toolbar, or ribbon as it's better known. So I click on that to activate that ribbon, and we'll start having a look at the left hand side of that ribbon. The first thing you've got is the draw section. We'll be looking at that later to physically draw a section through a building. Moving to the right, we have the brick and block sections. These are all pre-drawn. So in many cases where you're working on a simple project, it's simply a question of identifying a suitable section and dragging it onto the drawing. You can see it's fully detailed. Let's do a double block wall in the same way. Let's have a look at timber frame walls. This is one of the new set of icons and symbols. So let's select a 154 timber frame wall with a 40-degree roof. Place it on the drawing. So for simple drawings, as you can see, it's very straightforward to select a drawing and place it on the screen. Finally, SIPS walls. Okay, so those are all the full sections that are fully detailed. You can edit those quite easily by clicking on any symbol, exploding it, and you can then replace it with another item. Let's have a look how you do that. I'm going to click on the floors, and let's say I want to do a floor that's got timber flooring on it. Let's just have a quick look at the overall number of floors we've got in here before I home in on the correct one. You can see there are hundreds of different floor types. So we're going to find the timber flooring, find a suitable floor, 25mm timber with 50mm insulation. We'll use that. I can then place that on the section, and you can see it's been quickly regenerated. The one that I've picked there actually allows me to stretch the floor in and out. Just need to explode that first. I can then vary the length of that simply by dragging it in and out. So you can see, although there are only several hundred sections, each of these can be edited easily by exploding and swapping a different section into it. You can also explode these symbols themselves to reveal more detail and edit them at that level if you wish. Okay, let's carry on moving our way across the ribbon. And you can see here, again, there are hundreds of different formats of footings. So I'm going to find one with a 100mm cavity. There's a 600 by 600 foundation with a 100mm cavity. So I place that again. If I now go to the next button and find the walls, I can find a suitable wall and place that on the section. I can locate a floor. I either use one of the extendable type or one of the static ones. Simply snap that into place. Finally identify a roof. Again, there are hundreds of different roofs. I can place that on the wall. Easy as that. So, as we say, in many cases that's quite sufficient. You don't necessarily have to do a full section through a job. Let's have a look at the other buttons that we've got. So we've looked at walls, floors, roofs. Let's have a look at attics. We've got the parametric trusses, and we're going to have a look at those shortly later in the demonstration. We've got different types of floors to be placed within the attic, including adjustable, stretchable floors, attics, upstands, etc. We've then got materials that are used to build up those individual sections. So we've got blocks and ICF blocks there, conventional blocks, concrete footings, foundations, metal studding, vertical tile padding, insulation, vapor barriers and so on. Large selection of flooring materials that go to make up the sections. And finally, the roofing materials. Lots of different types of insulation at different angles so that you can simply drag and drop them onto your roofs. We're going to see those in use shortly. Then to the right of the toolbar, we've then got some construction line tools. These are very useful to help you set out buildings. You simply select those and place them on the drawing. And you can then use that to align other parts of the drawing. Similarly with vertical lines. If you want to use angular lines, you can use those. And if you press the Shift key, you'll see that they move 45 degrees and orthogonally at right angles. Another feature that we've introduced is the ability to be able to switch the construction lines on and off. That suppresses them, press the button again, and they reappear. I can obviously delete all those lines if I want to. There we go. We're going to have a look at the stretch and symbol command in the next section. Okay.